Right. Okay, welcome to OverDoseVapes, everybody. This is Travis and the panel of usual knuckleheads with me. Got Gizzard Stu, got Paul Hessian. Yeti's uncle will join us shortly. So what's up, everybody in chat? We got a few people in chat already. We got our good buddy Pete Goodwin. We got Rochelle from Vape with me. We got Aaron Peterson. So what's up, everybody? Yeah, sorry about last week. Last week was like it was Thanksgiving weekend. We were all with family, and it just didn't work. So, and I almost canceled this week too because I am not feeling very well. Been sleeping all day, but I thought we'd power through and make it happen. So welcome.
Hello.
So what up, everybody? Anybody got any exciting, interesting news or anything?
Well, as I was just telling you, second place Cloud Comp yesterday. Good times, good people, usual shit, hanging, banging. Other than that, no news is good news. Oh, actually do have some good news. Pop's cancer treatment is actually doing very, very well. And they said as long as they can keep his blood pressure good, he'll be good to go.
That's amazing, dude. Right on. That's so fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, big time.
Cool. So I just a few hours ago, I don't know if anybody's been following the news about the Dakota Access Pipeline. President Obama did step in finally and said that they cannot drill there. So things are going to change. The protest seems to have worked. So anybody who was supporting the protest at Dakota Access Pipeline, congratulations. And I think that in this case, I think that the right thing happened, and I think that for once a politician did do the right thing and put a stop to something that could have been very bad for the native people that lived in that area. So,
Definitely.
Or the water.
Yeah, for talking about the life force of the whole world, water. So it's important.
Can't drink oil.
No, you can't. No. And there's a lot of people who say, it's not directly going to affect their water, but it could affect their water. So, yeah. So that was good. I was really glad to hear that. I was reading the news right before I came on, so I was pretty excited about that. Okay, so one more thing. If you guys haven't watched Kiz's new video, you gotta go watch it. It's pretty amazing. It's
Hey,
goddamn amazing.
Giz, I gotta order me one of them.
Oh yeah.
fucking penis extensions. It was great because I actually got to see another man urinate on YouTube, which was awesome. Made my fucking whole life better and worth living.
And G-rated nonetheless.
Oh yeah, totally. Next time we'll have a fucking director's cut. Pure cock.
I just got tired of drunk. I got tired of drunk fuckers peeing all over my boat.
Yeah, I dig it. So
It actually works pretty well.
Yeah, I'd hate to be like the fourth or fifth person to be sticking my dick in the tube, though, to be totally honest.
Oh no, you got to rinse it.
Yeah. It comes with alcohol swabs attached to the side of it, so that you clean out every time.
You been fishing a lot lately, kids?
No, I haven't been in several months now. Looking forward to ice fishing though. As soon as the lakes freeze up, then I'll be out there.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to ice fish. I'm just not in the right area for it. But.
Yeah, you'd have to come here.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
here.
I would love to come back and back there, you guys. Totally.
Come here and I'll show you what a ice hole looks like.
A real ice hole.
Come here and let me show you my ice hole.
Yeah, a gaping ice hole.
Jeez Louise.
Hey.
Tommy's in the chat. What's up, Tommy? Scott. Let me see here. Jen. Yeah, okay. So we're still waiting on Yeti, and we're still waiting on Josh. As you guys can see, Josh isn't here. I know I keep promising Josh. People probably think I killed Josh or something. But really what happened is that Josh works at a place that where he's kind of an invaluable employee. And they don't want him to leave. And so they keep kind of holding him back from moving to his new job. and having him train this guy and then supervising him on his first couple days. But Josh tells me that this is his last day, absolute last day working there. And so from now on, from what I've been told, he will be joining us from here on out. So
Nice.
I'm hoping next week that it's for real. Josh is going to be here. So
I know I bug you every week about it.
no, well, it's not just
Josh
you.
coming?
Everybody.
I do. Yeah, I do too.
literally Yeti, Paul, Gizzard. I mean, everybody wants to have Josh here. And and I want to have Josh here. He's a good guy. So, and he always livens things up. He's a funny motherfucker. So, yeah. All right. So we do have a theme for tonight. We're gonna talk about the best of the best. I was telling these guys before we started. We've done like the budget shows, like what's the best stuff on a budget? What's the best juice on a budget? And that works for a lot of people, and a lot of people do need to think about their budget. But I've had a lot of other messages where people say, okay, that's great, but what's just the best of the best? Like, I don't care about budget. Budget's not an option. Not a problem for me. I have the money. And then first I think, I hate your guts. And then I think, well, I could probably do a show to help you guys out. Because, a lot of the stuff we talk about is really good for us, but it's maybe not necessarily the absolute pinnacle best technology that is available. So, there is some, cross-pollination there. For instance, in my opinion, the Conqueror by Wotofo is the best tank on the market, and it's also a really cheap tank. So there is some cross-pollination, but we'll get into it. I want to talk about batteries. I want to talk about wicking material, tanks, RDAs, mods, the whole shit. We'll see how far we can get through it. So,
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
No, who wants to start? I mean, where should we start? It's a pretty fucking big topic.
It's a big topic.
Why don't we start with mech mods?
Okay. All right, so my territory then.
Let's set some ground rules. They have to be available to buy now.
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay.
No issue whatsoever. So, in all honesty, like with the best of the best mechs, it really boils down to quality of materials, availability of the market. So if it's not going to be one of those like, limited release, you know what I mean? Because there's a niche market for collectors for the limited editions and all that stuff. That's fine. But if your average vapor wants something that's going to push their limits, with their ability to use high quality mechs, there's tons of stuff out on the market. Pretty much anything by Comp Life, Avid Life, High-On, all of the higher end mech mod companies, really put care and craftsmanship into their devices.
I have. Just let me interrupt you 1 second.
Yeah.
There's one mod that I think that is the top of the game right now. It's not even gonna break your bank. The broadside.
Yeah.
Best mod on the market.
Yeah.
You just broke your own rule though, because it's not available. It's like a unit.
It's not. Yeah, but it is gonna be available
if you can find it.
And they're gonna make more. I mean, it's just sold out. That's
right. Actually, the coppers are currently sold out. The brass is still available. Right at the moment. But again, it's on a as you can find it basis right now because the popularity is so deep for them. Because it's not the typical, hey, all right, so Comp Life has 7 mods coming out in the next couple of months. AV's reproducing all of their whole line with different paint schemes. You know what I mean? That's one of the newer players out on the market, and because it is such a hard-hitting mech, everybody that has already been through the whole gamut of AV, Comp Life, TVL, Switch, and all that, they're going to try out these broadsides. It's the exact same things with the what's that one with the pinky fire that I can't think of off the top of my head? The Dominus. Those are fucking fantastic mech mods. You know,
Or
they
the,
have
the Scoundrel's really good too.
the Scoundrel's damn good. The Tomahawks, you know, all of these high-end mods for mechs are absolutely fantastic, game-changing, you know, hybrid-style mechs.
But then we're at the same point here. It's like with the, you know, the broadside right now is really popular, so it's hard to find. But then you get to like a, you know, that's hard to find. But then you get to another level, like where you're talking about getting like timekeepers or, you know, like Scoundrels and shit. It's like impossible to find. You know what I mean? We're talking like waiting lists and, you know.
Right. Well, right now,
crazy.
I mean, right now with the whole thing going on with AV, some of their stuff, the stuff that's already out on the market, you can find at vape shops. You can find, you know, at their wholesalers, you know, at their suppliers. You can't buy direct from AV at the moment. So, you know, if you want an able, you just got to go to a shop that's a licensed AV dealer, and you can pick one up at regular retail cost, no problem. When it comes,
Abel's like the one that's easy to find.
Ables are the easiest ones to find. They're a high quality, good mech. You know, I mean, I still have my copper. I didn't give up on that one because it's a great mech. I can't say enough good things about it. But I can also say a couple bad things about it just because the construction can get janky if you don't know what you're doing with it. So,
yeah.
Well, that's true with any mech, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
exactly.
I seriously think there's a lot of people. By the way, sorry I'm late, guys. I apologize.
We're used to it.
A lot of people, there, you know, there's a big divide. You know, a lot of people hate mechs, or you know, they don't want nothing to do with mechs. I really think that it is a preference. Of course, you know, but you kind of got to know what you're doing just to even play with a mech. I mean, a lot of people, they'll be like, I can't get it to work. It won't work. I put a battery in it, put an addy in it, and it won't work. Well, there's more to it than just shoving a battery in it. You know, I mean, they've got to be like immaculately clean. You know, you got to clean them once a week minimum. I mean, some of them are so picky. You know, you got to clean them every time you want to fire. Some of them are.
That's a big problem with especially I would say high end mechs. Is that the upkeep of those fuckers? It makes it like not even fun at a certain point. It's like I'm cleaning my fucking mechs more than I'm cleaning my guns. You know.
When I had my whole Coilmaster bag full of AV, man, it was once a week, 6.5 hours of cleaning.
That's no fun. That's no fun for me.
You know,
I see. That's what me and Giz was talking about the other night. You know. I think that's it's like somebody that owns a Corvette or a Harley. You know, they'll be out in the driveway polishing it up and washing it, you know, every weekend.
My dad had a Harley growing up, and it was 1 hour of ride time, 8 hours of fucking polishing time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, that's what I think is half the fun is polishing these things.
Right.
You know, cleaning them and tearing them apart, getting into them and messing with them. You know, I mean, that to me, that's part of the appeal with them is, you know, polish them, clean them, getting them going good, you know, filing down contacts, you know, I mean.
It's the tinkering with them because it makes it more of a hobby than it is just vaping. You know what I mean? I mean,
exactly.
You can go out and spend, you know, $200, $250, $300 on a mech mod and let it go to absolute shit, and it's going to perform like crap, you know?
I mean, and like within a month, you're going to go from having like the hardest hitting mod you've ever had in your life to something that barely fires.
to trying to stack a couple of pennies up against a fucking 18650 battery and taping a fucking addy to it.
Oh, God. You know, thank God they've gone to the hybrid route. Most high-end mods now are going hybrid because it's like that just eliminates one of the big like contact points, the 18, you know, the 510 connection, because the 510 connection can get to be like the weak link in a really nice mod. So
case in point, my Manny needs some help right now. I haven't used it in a month and a half, and it looks like the change in my car fucking, you know, change purse.
It looks like
I got pennies that are shinier than that.
Yeah, right.
Looks like a Dutch butt plug.
Yep, right.
You know, that's, you know, I do love. I like brass actually a lot too. Copper's great, of course, but I like brass too. Brass has a lot of good upsides, and but it also requires a ton of cleaning. But I found that I've kind of settled into where I enjoy stainless. I enjoy aluminum. I do like the brass and coppers that I have, but the stainless and the aluminum is so much easier to maintain. And if I want to just pick it up and fucking hit it, I can just pick it up and hit it. So.
Absolute agree with the stainless. You know, Hion makes an excellent mod. Granted, it's a stainless tube. You know, stainless button, stainless top cap, but there's no battery adjustments. You don't need to adjust any battery rattle whatsoever. I love these mods for that simple fact because it's simple, stupid. It's not hybrid. You can put anything you want on these because they're not hybrid. You want to rock an avocado on a fucking Hion single 18650? By all means, throw a fucking tank on this thing because it's not hybrid. You know. I mean, the owner of E-Cig Barn, Wayne, runs a fucking this exact Hion tube with a goddamn fucking moonshot on it, and he loves it. That's his daily setup. You know.
Okay, all right. So we're getting way off track because we're starting to talk about materials and shape. Now, the whole point of this is we're going to talk. I want everybody to go through and let's just give like maybe one or two your favorite mech mods, and then we'll move on to a different device.
All right.
Because we could talk about, and we've already done it. We've done 2
we've
hours
already
of mech
had
mods before.
the mechs. Right. My absolute favorite mechs, in all honesty, are my Able, because it's my go-to for, you know, just daily use. Because, you know, I can throw a comp build on it or I can throw a regular build on it. I know, you know, what I like about it, and I like everything about it. And then my absolute favorite is my stacked Hion, only because I love series builds. I like the warmth. It's stainless steel. It doesn't require a hybrid connection. I get battery for hours off of this thing with series builds, and just the power is great. The stacked tube itself is only $100. This was a limited edition run for of 100 pieces, but the Hion mods, the regular mod that you buy to get the top cap and the button, you're looking starting at 180 and going all the way up to 285 depending on the finish. They have an awesome finish that's just like this, that's black, and it's a hematite finish, so it is scratch proof.
I like how you're sitting there going. I think you love your mods a little too fucking much. Oh god, that never happens to me. I swear.
No, never. Yeah.
Only on a live show.
Oh yeah. So right now, my favorite mods. My favorites really aren't what's important, but I would say the best mods. The best mods on the market right now, I would say, are probably the broadside, like I was saying, and I think that the new Rig V3 is probably one of the better mods on the market. Even the aluminum one, it's hard as fuck. It's got the 4-pound spring in it. I wish it had magnets, but the spring is nice too. It's got a 4-pound automotive spring in it. It hits hard as a motherfucker. And I got to play with the copper one. And it's a beast. It's a total fucking beast. It hits so fucking hard. It's very simple. It's not hybrid. It's got a 510, and so you kind of take that danger element out of it. To me, that adds something to it because anybody could buy it and fucking use it. So I think that the Rig V3 is a really good contender for best, most accessible mech on the market. And I think the broadside is definitely taking the world by storm. And I think that it's the new hotness. And I think
the new hot, yeah.
And I want one bad. You know what I mean? I'm just waiting till they're a little bit more accessible.
Trav, I'll hit you up in a PM later.
Do that. It's time for Travis to buy himself some fucking Christmas presents, son.
Yes,
my favorite lately is the Bane by H-Stone Mods. And even though this is a stainless steel mod, it's nice and heavy. the threads on it are just, it's just like butter.
Yep.
And it's got a kind of it's a magnetic button, but it's really easy to fire. You can fire it with your pinky. And I just love this thing.
It just looks nice too. It's got that really nice kind of knurled kind of look. You know what I mean? Like bamboo or something almost.
And it feels really good in your hand too. And it's not, you know, this is a pretty heavy mod. I'd say it's probably, the outside diameter is probably close to 28, something like that. It's thick.
It is chunky.
But it's got a, even though it has like a recessed, it's a hybrid, but even though it has a recessed cup, it'll hold a 25 millimeter Addy.
Yep.
So
Yeah, that's dope.
That's my pick.
I really like the looks of it. And a heavy mod, I like a heavy mod, especially when it comes to mech mod. I want to be able to beat somebody to death with it. So
either that or this boss.
Yeah, I prefer a heavy one too.
Which is a very nice table mod series.
That's what's up.
That'd
Yeah,
be
series mods are dope. I'm thinking about putting together a stack tube. I'm just not sure exactly what I'm gonna get yet, but
Check out the new Purge series stacked.
I'll do that. What do you got there, broadside?
Yep, he's showing it off.
You fucking little show off, you.
That one's mine, the broadside, without a doubt.
Yeah, there's no doubt. It's
taken the place of my Able. This is number 1. Able is number 2.
It's the new shit. It's the new hotness. Everybody wants one.
I do have to say I did use my buddy's Comp Life HK yesterday with the Silver Spring upgrade, and that actually blew. It was brass, and it blew my Able and my Hion out of the water. So my actual top pick are any of the new Comp Life mods. In all honesty,
Yeah, all their shit is so great.
I've got a brass HK. I'm quite loving it actually. It's very fastly becoming a favorite.
Once you get that Silver Spring upgrade, you know, it makes a huge difference compared to the magnets. The throw is so much faster and easier, and it just it makes it hit that much quicker.
You know what I'm really excited? What I really want to get? It's super cheap. It's a mech mod. It comes with an RDTA, but you can take that off and shit. It's that fucking Karma kit from Geek Vape Tech. That shit looks dope. It's 25
I've been
mil.
thinking about getting it myself.
Me too. I've been hitting them up because they were asking for reviewers to take a look at it, and I've been hitting them up going, hey, I'll take a fucking look at it. So send me one out. And it's cheap.
Yeah.
And so, I think that might be something that becomes popular. I don't know. We'll see. They've really been promoting the fuck out of it. That's for sure. And
Damn right.
Yeah, I've been eyeballing that one myself.
yeah. I was trying to think of the name of it last week. What's that?
The Cuprum.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those things are, you know, that's another thing. I want to get me like a really nice mech box. I have one. I have this Steady Modern one, which is nice. I'm not crazy about the color and shit of it, but I do like it. But I want something a little bit like maybe copper.
Or a full mech.
A full mech, yeah, not
Get the
whatever this one is.
I'm sure you could find quickly in one of the buy-sell trade groups a VCM, no problem.
Well, they just came out with the Cherry Bomber Mini. I was kind of looking at that. So I don't know.
The Pocket Pipe Bomb Mini.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be taking it with me anywhere. I can blow my fucking house up. It doesn't matter as long as there's no fucking bystanders. Then.
Yeah, right.
You know, and you know, people say what they will, but I used the Cherry Bomber for 6 months, and I thought it was one of the hardest hitting fucking mods that I'd ever used. So I liked it a lot and shit. So
It's just the button sucks on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about mechs. Let's move on. What else? What else do we want to do? Want to go on to regulated devices? I know a lot of people here probably don't use a lot of regulated devices, but I mean, I'm aware of them.
Yeah.
I'm aware that they exist and shit.
I would have to nominate the Vaporized Nomads Boss mods
Yes.
because they're made in America and they have they're just an impeccable build quality, plus the customization that they offer over there.
Yeah.
For me, I think that they would have to be in the top position.
They're beautiful.
Even though I don't have one, but it's not that I wouldn't love to have one.
No, I agree totally. I think they're totally beautiful. I think the Vaporized Nomads are doing good things and shit. So I have a list of some stuff that I was looking at that I thought was great. They have the Lost Vape Therion Squonk now.
Yep.
It's the DNA 75. It has the leather on the outside of it. It's fucking gorgeous. I've been looking at that for a while. I wanted one of those Therion 75s even before it was a Squonk, just because it has that real classy look to it. And I think that would be a good match for something like the Conqueror or the Squape Dream or something like that. I mean, fancy, like a showpiece kind of mod.
Right.
I just have a hard time buying any regulated mods that don't take 2 batteries.
Yeah,
myself. Even if you have a DNA 200 and you're not going to run it at even over 100 watts, it's just you got to have 2 batteries, in my opinion.
I agree.
Yeah, speaking of the DNA 200s, best of the best out there for the DNA series. I have to definitely go with the Axis M17s. For best of the best. They're stabilized the woods. Their custom finishes, their custom boxes are just absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking for a higher end DNA 200 mod, built-in lipo. It's definitely when you can get your hands on one, if you've got the money, Axis M17 for a DNA 200 is definitely my choice. Way to go.
Going back to the Lost Vape too, the Lost Vape Triad, that's a triple 18650 DNA 200, and that has the same look as the Therion. It's got the leather or the wood, but it's a 200 watt triple battery mod. So also very nice. And then, there's things like I got the Hexome, the new Hexome V3, 180 watt mod. There's a lot of really nice regulated devices. I'm just not crazy about them. I always get bored with them so fast. But right now, if I was going to buy one, I would probably buy the new Project sub-ohm flask, vapor flask, the Squonk one. Yeah. I'm really into Squonkers lately. So, and I like the vapor flask anyways. It's the Squonk version 2.1S. by Vapor Flask, $334.99. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean, Vape Forward is putting out, much higher quality than they had in the past when it comes to the flasks now. Yeah. So,
as far as regulated devices, because I don't keep up with regulated devices. I really don't. I couldn't tell you one from another. But as for what's out now, the only one that's caught my attention is the Maxo. I believe it's by iJoy. It's a 4-cell battery.
Mod. It's a badass workhorse mod. Yeah, I mean it's not fancy, but it'll fucking rock your world.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, the couple reviews I've watched about it have been pretty positive, and I just with me it's all battery life. I don't know what it is, but I like the Relo. I've got an RX 200, and I can run the 3 cells dead in less than a day. I mean, dead.
Oh yeah,
to nothing.
Big time.
I don't know why, and I don't run them hard. It
doesn't have good power regulation and battery regulation.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. It just doesn't. Rouleaus are pieces of shit. And I gotta be totally honest. I fucking hate rouleaus, dude. The rouleau that I have, fucking, of course, doesn't work with any of my devices anymore. It's sitting in a fucking junk drawer, so. It could have been better, that's for sure.
If you're talking squonkers, though, you're not even talking about the best of the best.
Yeah.
Because most of those there's guys that are on lists and they wait forever to get, the top of the line.
Yeah, but I can't. I mean, well, we're not talking about best of the best. I mean, I want to be able to go to a store or to an online shop and buy one.
Right.
You know, and yeah, and there are those fucking slabwood mods that like Geppetto makes, the squonkers that are 30-watt fucking $500-600 mods, and those are the best. I mean, in some circles, yeah, you're right. It's more $3,000 mods and shit. And you know, and depending on who you ask, those would be the best. But I think that for my purposes, they're probably not the best because they're always low watt for some reason. Like they're afraid to go over fucking 50 watts. It's like, you know, it's a European thing. You know,
it's a different style of vaping. They're building 1 ohm coils.
Yeah, and they're using straight real Genesis tanks and shit.
Oh yeah.
Or the fucking that little tiny dripper that all the fancy people use that has a little tiny air hole in it.
Matty.
The
Matty that you have to get on a list to get, and if you're lucky, if he's even going to put out more than 30 a year.
Or the Origin dripper, which is also shit, but it costs like $100 by Norbert. Yeah. I mean, like those are nice to some people. They would say that's the best, but to me, it's not the best. You know.
I mean, if you're looking for a good mouth to lung, that you want something high quality that's going to be good, but you can put, you know, that uses standard coils in for regulated devices, but you still want that mouth to lung feel. Billet box, you know.
Billet boxes are dope. Yes.
You know, if I could get my hands on a billet box, I'd buy one, no problem. And you can throw in any of the new Kanger coils in the new revision 4.
I just saw somebody was posting that on Instagram today.
Yeah, I used revision 4 with the Kanger Claptons, and fantastic, man. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic flavor.
Those are dope. You know, and then there's things like what are some of these other ones? Like the Inax, I don't even know how to pronounce it. The Inax fucking tank, and I mean, there's all kinds of these crazy fucking tanks that are, you know, some people would say those are the best, but to me, I mean, no, they're just not. All right, so okay, one more regulated mod that I think really is probably the best in the market. It doesn't get a lot of fucking play these days because the newest one kind of looks ugly, but that's the Yeehee SX series. I used to have an SX Mini M class, the 60-watt one. Loved it. They have the 200-watt now. It's the Q class. $200 is what they charge for it. It has probably the best chip in the industry. The fucking chips are amazing. I never had any problems with those devices. I always loved my device. The only problem was after like 3 years of using it, the screen stopped working. But I can still hook a device up to it and fire it. It'll still fire. I don't know how much wattage I'm putting to it. So, but those things are beasts, and they really are beasts, and almost worth the money. Almost worth the money.
I just have to interrupt and say hello to Don. Hi, Don.
Happy birthday, Don.
Today's Tooney's birthday. Addie Tooney's birthday.
Happy birthday, Addie. Where the fuck is my blasted out fucking?
My K-Fun.
Where the fuck's my blasted out K-Fun?
I want a cloud chasing K-Fun. Let's do this.
But yeah, it was Don's birthday on the 1st, right? Yeah. So happy birthday, Don.
Yeah, the 1st.
Yeah. So that's what's up. Okay, so we've done regulated devices. Let's move on to, what do you want to do, tanks, or you want to do RDAs? RBAs or RDAs?
I think we should separate them out.
Yeah, no, definitely we should. Yeah.
We'll start with RDAs.
Okay.
RDA.
Okay, so I have like my choice would be probably it's showing its age now, but it's the Goon. I think the Goon is probably for the money and just for performance and for flexibility. I think the Goon is probably the best rebuildable dripper on the market.
For a complete dripper, I have to wholeheartedly agree. The customization, you know, the fact that you can buy whatever cap to fit whatever mod you want, you know, color from Goon Direct, from 528 Customs. The fact that any company that makes wide bore drip tips, you can find a drip tip for it to match your, you know, the customization on them is fantastic. The performance is absolutely bar none. The buildability on that deck is amazing. And second to that, to me, the any of the Kennedy series, like the new 2-post Kennedys. And I really like, I hate to say it, the Comp Life battle decks, 3-post and 2-post. It doesn't matter. I have a silver post battle deck.
I'm not crazy about the 3-post battle decks.
No, I'd rather the 2-post battle deck, definitely. I have a silver 3-post, and it's fantastic because it does what it does, but it's a 3-post battle deck. You know what I mean?
But like, why 3-post in this? I mean, you're talking about like the highest end of the highest end, and you're gonna give me a fucking 3-post like it's 1995.
Well, they started off making the 3-post, and then everybody was just like, "Well, I want to put Fuse Claptons in it because I want to put, I want a series build off of this thing." So Steve from Kennedy machined out the 2-post Kennedy, and Adam from Comp Life was just like, "I'm gonna make a 2-post battle deck because that's where it needs to go, anyways." And
3-post is fucking deader than dead. It's dead. Who the fuck makes 3-posts anymore? Besides the battle deck, I can't even think. I use one 3-post, and I love it. I use it all the time. Is it even on over here? Probably not. Oh yeah, it's right here. I'm fucking using it right here. And that's the tugboat. Yeah. And it gets a pass because it's fucking 20 years old at this point. You know what I mean? So
I've kind of got an addendum, and this is a perfect time to bring this up. I'm not trying to derail the show, but I do want to bring this up. And it's a clone warning for everybody at 3F. I went to stock up on the Comp Vape decks because they're like $7 over there. So I got a bunch of the 2-post and a bunch of the 3-post. This is a 3-post. It was a 3-post. But when I got it, oh shit! Now I can't take. Hang on a second.
Great demonstration, buddy.
When I got it home, I was all excited, because I got a couple new caps also. So I went to go check this out, and this is what I noticed. This is just a regular 510, right?
Yep.
Oh.
It just slides in and out.
Yep.
That's not a 510. That's a 410.
Yeah. So I stripped all the parts and the insulators out of it. So this is now shit. This is trash. But I went over there to check to see, to warn everybody. But that piece is no longer for sale. So so luckily nobody else will get it. But just be careful what you buy, guys.
And there was there was a mod.
Any of those they shipped out though.
Yeah.
There was a mod too that you said that you fucking bought from 3F that you hated. A clone mod. Was it the TVL? TVL or something?
Yeah, no, it's one of the. Yeah, it was a TVL.
Yeah.
It was the ring. It's like got a ringer job on it. That thing's a piece of shit. I don't know what's going on with it. I can't get it to fire for squat. I'm probably gonna have to take it apart and like really get in it, sand some stuff down, and I'm gonna have to get it in the guts of it.
Yeah, get up in the
All
guts.
right, I'm sorry.
No, it's important for people to know that because I think a lot of people, especially people who watch this show, are going to be going to places like 3F. And I know for me to go with my Able, I do want a battle deck, and so I can't afford one. I'm probably going to go to 3F and buy one, and so I don't want to buy a piece of shit battle deck that's going to fucking fall apart on me,
Yeah.
So it's good to know these kind of things. So Don, you are now a admin of the chat there. We're
all going to get booted.
We'll get timed out.
There is I was going to interject. There is an SXK battle deck, and it's about $15, and that's the one you want to get.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. It's a really nice one.
I like the looks of the battle deck, man. I like the looks of the battle decks. It's just that 3-post thing always threw me. I don't know. And then you go to like I'm like a member of all the fucking AV trading groups and all that shit, right? And you go on there, people are selling them for fucking like, you guys know. I mean, they're fucking outrageous. So
Yeah.
Travis,
See,
I'll touch base with you at a PM as well.
do that. I'm gonna have a lot of PMs from all the fucking Paul after this.
Yep.
like the 3-post battle deck, Giz knows I had sworn off 3-posts. I had sworn them off for forever. I was never going to touch them. And it wasn't until I got my first, it was a torpedo deck from AV. Yep. I got in it, and what I did, I figured out how to build a proper sleeper build, or I found a new way to build a sleeper build and make it a damn good vape. And if you're going to build a sleeper build, of course, a 3-post is the best way to go. I mean, it's the only way to go, really, in my opinion.
You have to. Yeah.
And from that point, I did fall in love again with 3-posts. But I will have to admit, unless you're making a sleeper build, they're fucking pointless.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point unless you're a specific build like that, you know?
Continuous build like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
3-post with parallels, 3-post with 20 gauge.
But that's it. I mean, that's parallels or 20
3-post
gauge.
silver with parallels.
Parallels. That's it. You can only do parallels. Like the fanciest thing you can do is parallels. So.
I mean, in all honesty, though, that's all I do. You know, is double odd gauge parallels with two separate wire strands. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with parallel. Parallel was like the first build that really made me go, "Wow, that's a fucking build." You know what I mean?
A parallel 20 would be nice to fit in there.
That would be dope.
Yeah, it's got the space for it with the post holes. So.
They do have big post holes. That's like the one thing.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to tanks.
Okay, but hey, I know you have a recommendation for your favorite RDA that's not the Goon.
That's true. Well, actually, with everything that you said as far as availability and, I would have to say the Goon would be my top recommendation as well. But my favorite atomizer is the Moe's, because I like it.
And I got mine. I got mine. It's badass.
The flavor is just incredible off of it.
Yeah, it is.
I got another Addy that I highly recommend to people for flavor, and it is I got this. It's authentic. It's the Aeolus Light. I got it for literally $12 on Black Friday. It's only $15 regularly on Vapor Beast. Highly recommend this motherfucker, man. I love this device. I don't even know what it is, man. It's nothing special. It's it's got the center block design 4-post. The actual top cap almost feels plastic. It's aluminum, but it almost feels like plastic. But it's got that top down airflow. Something about it, this fucker. And it's got gold plated connections and shit. It's got flathead screws for the posts. It just, man, it's a nice fucking device. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And you can pick it up for less than $20. So I say everybody go get one. The only downside is 22 mil, and pretty much all of my mech mods and shit now are all like 24, 25 mil. So it looks a little awkward. Kind of looks like a nipple on things. But it looks good on the Able, so I love it. All right. But yeah, we can move on to tanks. Let's do tanks.
Tanks for the memories.
I was going to say the Kennedy 25.
Start with let's start with RTAs, like rebuildables, because I have a couple. Sub-ohm tanks too. I think that are honorably mentioned.
I got 2.
Limitless Plus.
Limitless Plus, definitely.
Yeah. That's the avocado killer right there.
It definitely is. Yeah.
And my top 2 are the avocado and my Mew tank for rebuildables. I like any of the Jenny style that are out nowadays, but the Limitless kills the avocado. I like the avocado just because the deeper 510 protruding 510 than the Limitless.
I like the avocado. I like the avocado's looks better too. It's a little cleaner, a little bit more simple. Cleaner.
Right.
That's what I like about it. But the fucking grub nuts in the avocado are a nightmare.
They are.
Oh my god, man.
Then my Mew tank is just my beast.
Yeah. I agree.
I can't get enough of this fucking thing. I actually have to rebuild it because I haven't been using it at all. But man, it's by far my favorite RTA out there.
What is it?
Yeah, it's
The Mutank.
Spell that for me.
MUTANK by Indulgence.
Okay, by Indulgence. Okay.
Yeah.
I just
it's
hadn't
the
heard of it.
mutation tank.
The mutation tank. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was something new that I hadn't fucking heard of before.
No, it's about a year old probably.
No, I have one. Yeah.
Maybe not quite that old.
It's a year old. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a year old.
I'd have to say for me it would have to be either the Limitless or the BFT.
Yeah, the BFT is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty fond of my BFT.
For me, I have a few. I definitely do like the avocado. I still use it. I have it on my little Pebble here. It's a good combo for it. I just think it looks clean as fuck, and it performs pretty well. I love my Conqueror. I think the Conqueror, for the money, not even for the money, just for performance reasons and flavor reasons, I think it's probably the best tank on the market. I think everybody should have one. It's fucking incredible. But my dream tank, and I think probably the best tank on the market, is the Stackquam Squape X Dream. It's really expensive, but it's made with like some really, really great materials. It has the deck that you can't short out against. It has like a non-conductive metal decks. It has several decks that it comes with, so you can rock single coil, dual coil, all kinds of different shit like that. It's like $170 though. It's really expensive, but I love it, and I've gotten to play with it a few times, and before I die, I will have one of those things. So I want one really bad.
Man, y'all just missed a badass ninja move. That won't even be on replay either. That sucks because it was below the camera. I dropped this thing. This thing slid out of my hand and rolled out like that, and was rolling. And there's only like 4 inches between where it fell and the table, and where it fell. And I just swung down and grabbed it and caught it all the same motion.
You gotta keep that shit above camera, bro.
Damn.
Okay, Giz, what's your favorite tanks?
Well, it's not the Squape.
I know.
Although I do have a nice Squaper.
Okay.
Nice squeaper.
Nice.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Ta-da! Favorite tank. Conqueror.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was waiting for that. Yeah.
Conqueror or Limitless Plus.
Yeah.
Both are easy to rebuild. Both are great. Both are fair. I mean, they don't leak much. So
I've had no problems with the Conqueror leaking. The Limitless does leak a little bit, but I think that's mostly down to me fucking it up. But the Conqueror Mini coming out really soon. I've been talking to Watofo about it. So
yeah, I want one of those.
Me too. Bad.
Little stubbier. Be nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be really nice. And it's the same exact deck, so they're not changing too much, which I love.
I'd like to see
Conqueror Mini.
Yeah, Conqueror Mini. I'd like to see a 24 Conqueror.
Me too. Me too.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, I didn't know it was a 22.
Yeah,
it's 22. Yeah.
I think industry standards are going to make everything, 24 millimeters at some point, 24, 25.
We are basically there already, dude. I mean, we're not very fucking far from it, dude. Okay, tanks. Anybody else have tanks they want to talk about? Because we're going to move to juice next, and then that's going to be it.
Done with tanks. Get them out of here.
Get those fucking tanks out of here.
Yeah, none of it. I don't know. I guess we could just touch on this. That personally, I just have given up on sub-ohm tanks that take rebuildable or take coils that you can't rebuild. The last one I got was the Crown tank, and I was never that impressed with the coils in that, and so I just decided that sub-ohm tanks are not for me. I rebuild everything now.
The only sub-ohm tanks that I use, and I totally agree with everything you just said. I think sub-ohm tanks are pretty much dead, but I do think there's a place for them in the market because there are people who are always going to not want to build coils, who just want to drop something in and vape, and And I think that there are some like the Limitless XL has some good pre-made coil options. I think that there are some like heavy hitting, like the whatever, like the was it the Cuboid 150 or whatever? I forget what the fuck it's called, a Cubus. I can't remember. But there's some tanks that are like made to chuck clouds, right? I would never. I think that if you're looking to chuck clouds, build a fucking coil. I mean,
Right.
educate yourself on how to build a coil, because I think that's going to give you an experience that you cannot find with a pre-made coil, no matter what. So when I'm thinking of pre-made coils or sub-ohm tanks, I'm thinking of things that like somebody who's starting off could pick up. And I got two. They're both from Innikin. One's the Axiom. I think is a really, really good fucking sub-ohm tank for flavor. It's a 0.5 coil, so I mean it's like your typical sub-ohm tank, but it's the way that it's built is it's so stubby and small that the flavor is incredible on it. And it's got a dual coil in it, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's super cheap. The coils themselves are fucking basically pennies. And then they have a new tank that just came out. We actually have already filmed the review of it. It's called the Slipstream. Now, I call this a slightly sub-ohm tank. It's got a 0.8 coil in it, all right? So it's basically an ohm. And but it has so much airflow in it that even at 0.8, you put it up to 35 watts, and you're chucking fucking clouds, like clouds, man. And I'm really impressed by it, just because I think it's a really interesting design. I have one right here. This is the Chroma, and this is the Slipstream that goes down in it. It's super tiny. It only holds 2 mils. But I tell you what, it is. It's just beautiful. It just performs so well. And I think that if I was starting off, I mean, if I would have had this when I started, like, you know, whatever, 5 years ago, it would have changed the game for me a lot sooner than what I did, because I dual used, I think, like a lot of people for a long time. But if I would have had a device like this, I would have never dual used, because this fucker gives you a great vape. So it's 0.8 coil. I got it at above its recommended specs. I got it at 48 watts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a fucking nice vape, man. And so, I mean, I think that if you're looking for a small tank to whatever, you know, for whatever reason you don't want to build coils, I would recommend the Slipstream. And I would specifically recommend it with this Chroma, because it's a really nice little tiny mod. You can throw in your shirt pocket. You can fucking take everywhere with you. And even though it's only 2 mil tank, since it's a 0.8 ohm coil, and you're rocking it around 30 watts, you can have 2 mils last you for an hour.
Yeah,
at least
mod
for
juice
me,
for
you know what I
days.
mean? Yeah, so it really will save juice, and so I think that's where your sub-ohm tanks can come in handy. Okay, but that's enough sub-ohm tanks.
Unless it's the TFV8, which just drinks 30 mils in a matter of like 5 seconds.
But see, and to me, it's like that's if you're rocking the TFV8, and I do like that tank, and I had the TFV4, and I think they're both good tanks. But it's at the point now where it's like, why? Why would you have that tank?
Yeah, I mean, if you were gonna go with anything that's gonna be drinking that much juice, your best bet is to get one of the God, what are those? The mouse tanks by God. Why can't I think of the fucking company's name?
Vapor Clouds.
Yeah, is it VCM?
Believe so.
Yeah, I think it is VC.
I had a mouse tank and that was a leaky son of a bitch.
A leaky son of a bitch, but
she's a leaky bitch.
You know, I mean, they're pre-made coils. It's meant for cloud chasing specifically.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that tank though.
No.
So let me just say what's up to some more people. We got Scott Preston. We got Scott Preston's here, man. That's fucking. He's from the UK, so it's pretty late where he's at. We got
good morning, Scott.
Yeah, good morning. Stephen Finley's here. We got Adrian Lala here. We got. Let me see. I saw more people, but I'm losing them. Shane's here. Ready to Mosh is here. Yeah, all you guys. I love you guys. What's up, everybody? Okay, so now let's talk about juice. Let's pick 3.
That's easy.
3 juices each.
3 juices each.
Yep.
No, I don't want to sway the rest of y'all.
Yeah. Companies or actual juice
flavors.
Okay.
A specific juice.
All right. Tooting my own horn. On a couple of these here. Vape Girl Vixen, very obsessed. One of my ADVs. Hopefully we will be going to the 60 mil standard soon, but Colleen is always throwing up great deals. Flavors are just amazing off of it. One of the best berry custards I've ever had. Hawberry by Voodoo Vapes by Yisig Barn. So you guys remember the little cellophane wrapped strawberry candies that looked like a real strawberry?
Yep.
100% spot on without gunking up your coils.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute top flavor from them. And then another flavor that I cannot get enough of by Yisig Barn again, nefarious line, Harpy. It is a peach lychee, and it is fan-fucking-tastic.
It's pronounced lychee.
No, lychee, whatever. Lychee. Bite me. It's one of my favorite juices, by all means. And anything by Dawn and Adore, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Go next.
I'm gonna sound like a commercial for Adore Liquid.
Yeah.
Hazy custard. That's my all day vape. Banana bondage. Probably number 2.
Great juice.
Blueberry something, which I bought in a concentrate, so I have it in a nondescript bottle here. But
something
delicious, and that's 3 Elite strawberry, and just to be fair, I know there are other e-liquid companies out there. Charlie Noble, pistachio RY4. I've been enjoying that lately.
Okay.
But definitely Dawn.
Yeah.
Best e-liquid in my opinion.
Dawn does have one in my top 3 as well. So
to continue the Adore e-liquid infomercial, Strawberry Submission by Adore e-liquid.
Great juice.
The Elite, another strawberry.
Great
the
juice.
Pure Peach from Adore, and not to prove that I'm not biased, I also got a big shout out to Coil Vapes from Dean over there.
Right.
That dude has not made a bad juice liquid. I'm sorry. The Grasshopper, this one. I hate custards, and I actually like this one. Believe
You
it or
mean
not.
this one?
That one.
This one? Very good.
Don says checks will be out next weekend, guys.
You can pay me, Don. You know what? You can pay me in Strawberry Submission. We'll be good.
Pay us in juice.
We're waiting
Just
for
send
the
2
Christmas
bottles
one.
of hazy custard. We're good.
You know, this is honestly is a testament to how good her fucking shit is. Because I really respect every person on this panel's opinion when it comes to juice and hardware and all that shit. And I know that they're not blowing smoke up my ass when they give me a recommendation. And when Giz turned me on to Adore, that was like a gift from God. Honestly, it was like he really turned me on to a quality company. So, can't thank him enough for that. And I can't thank Don enough for being such a really great person. Not just a great juice maker, but just a great person and a really cool person to have in the community who like is always taking part and watching videos and watching these live streams and sending messages and sending words of encouragement. She's a really great person. So it's nice to be able to it's really nice to do business with somebody who you respect, and I totally respect Don. So
Hey, Trav,
Okay.
you got a little something on your nose there.
yeah, I know. Yeah. No, but hey, this is an industry full of fucking people who are scumbags, and so if I can find somebody who is nice and who is fucking decent, I will sing their praises from the mountaintops, and that's no shit. Okay, so my favorite juices, top 3. you'll probably rehear this. We're gonna do like at the end of December. We're gonna do a best of 2016 episode as well. So some of these juices you'll probably hear from me then as well. But my number one juice so far this year, and my number one juice of all time, is probably lemon tart from Dinner Lady.
Dinner Lady, yep.
It's just a fucking really solid juice, man. I don't even really care for lemons in a vape, but god damn it, they really know what they're doing. Specifically in lemon tart, that fucking juice I could drink gallons of it. It is fucking unreal, man. Unreal. They're go ahead.
If you can get your hands on it.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you go to fucking vapingcollection.com right now, use the code OverDose20, you can get it, and you can get 20% off of your order. It's like $25 for a 60.
Yep.
Great deal. And you get 20% off of that. So it comes out to about $20 for a 60.
Yeah, we just they just picked it up over at E-Cig Barn, and they got a small order in, and within the first 6 hours, the company was sold out.
Yeah. Lemon tart is going to be hard for everybody to hold on to, because as soon as I keep telling people, and then when they try it, because everybody's like, oh yeah, I've heard that shit before. Then they try it and they're like, holy shit, Travis, you weren't lying to me. It's like, of course I'm not lying to you, motherfucker. Okay, so
I did this for a living.
Yeah, so my number one is lemon tart. It's just good. It's like almost like the best cereal vape I've ever had without being a cereal vape. There's so many good things going for it. Number two is Siren Song from Charlie Noble. Has been and will be one of my top fucking juices of all time. There's just something about that shit that is delicious. Yep, Giz has got a bottle there. I wish I had a bottle. They're only selling it in 60s now. You get 60 for $20 from charlienoble.com. Great deal. I would say pick some of that up.
Black Friday, they were $13.
Yeah, 35% off on Black Friday. That shit was fucking crazy. And then my third, and there was really no particular order. I said my favorite was lemon tart, but honestly, it all depends on the day and everything. But one of my new top three juices is blueberry something from Adore. There's just something about that fucking juice that tickles my pickle, man. It is unreal how good it is. And me and Josh both just fucking love that juice. I've already gone through everything I had of it, and I'm gonna make an order here soon. And it's good in so many ways. I can't even explain it. Go watch the video. We did a video on it where we fucking basically sucked its dick. And then there's another juice that she makes. You guys already talked about it, Elite. Another strawberry vape. This shit is unreal too. It's a really good strawberry with some texture to it. Very good vape. But, for my money, I think blueberry something's got to beat. And I'm not even a big blueberry guy. So, But,
and every day is Black Friday at Adore.
Yeah. And that's, that's something cool about Adore is that the prices are always right on, man. They're always right on. And she offers things like the concentrates, which not every other company does. And she doesn't have to do that, And I think it's a really big service to the community. So. Good on you, Don. And blueberry something is like fucking one of the hottest flavors that I've had in a long time. All right. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk about. Okay, so of course, if you're going to buy pre-made coils, the best place to go buy pre-made coils is going to be at Yeti's shop, which is www.yetiwire.com. That's not me, just giving my friend a pass. The motherfucker makes the best coils in the market, my opinion. But if you want to build your own coils and you're looking for wire, my personal favorite place to buy wire is Lightning Vapes. They got good prices.
That's where all my wire comes from.
Yeah, good prices and free shipping. Plus, there's like a permanent 15% off discount code. It slips my mind right now what it is.
LV15.
LV15. That's it, and that'll give you 15% off for the rest of your life. So. And they're good people over there, man. And they have good juice. If you ever want to try some really good cheap juice, they have good cheap juice as well. Best wicking material. I mean, it's just without a doubt, it's cotton bacon. And I have some news for Giz. Okay, so I talked to the people at Cotton Bacon. All right?
Yeah.
About V3, about the Evo, right?
Yeah.
Every new pack of Cotton Bacon V2 is Evo.
Okay.
They're not changing the packaging. They said that if you call your store, the stores, like whatever store you shop at or online shop, and you ask them, do you have the Evo version of Cotton Bacon V2? They should know whether or not they have it. That's what they told me. So that's the news that I have. And apparently they commented on one of our videos, like we did a review of V2, and they went and commented on that a couple months ago and said the same thing, that all new Cotton Bacon V2 is Evo. So
Travis, brand new package.
uh,
It's the Evo.
yeah, it's the Evo.
It's the Evo.
Yeah.
It's a lot lighter of it's easier to pull apart.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
the capillary of the wicking is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and there's no burrs. Like I went through this whole. I just bought a whole pack, right? And so I went through the whole pack. There's not one single burr or like twisted up pieces of cotton. It's all so straight and so well done that yeah. So they're not changing the packaging. I don't see why not. I mean, I think they should change the packaging. They should at least put Cotton Bacon V2 Evo on here or something. I don't know.
Brand new, fresh out of the pack. You can see how crisp and clean it is. There's none of that pinching at the backside as usual. You're good to go.
It's the best
I
on the
can tell the
market.
way you tore it apart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't tell the V2 apart like that.
The capillary action is fucking unreal. It is. It wicks incredibly well. So, and then batteries. Sony just released the VTC6. From what I heard, it's the best battery in the market. I have not personally used it, but everybody who I trust with batteries says it's the thing to get. So
What is it?
the VTC6.
VTC6.
Oh,
I just
shit,
ordered
I'm still
a
on 4s and 5As.
yeah, I just ordered a 6-pack of them, so I will be able to report back to you guys and let you know what's up with them.
Isn't the 6? Isn't it just a 15 amp?
No,
Are you
no, it's like a
sure?
25 amp. I'm pretty sure it's
It's
a
a
25
25 amp, but I think it's 1500 mod, just like the like these bad boys right here.
like the HE4s or whatever, HE6s or whatever.
Yeah, the HB4 is the puke green color.
Yeah.
Yeah. 30 amp,
If you-
1500 mAh, 60.
If you want to check for sure, go check out Battery Mooch because he has the specs and the
Yeah.
Okay,
stuff
so
on all those batteries. But
you're right.
as far as I
15
know, Travis, is the VTC6s are the highest rated battery if you're going to use it in regulated mods.
Yep.
And if you're going to use your batteries in mech mods, he's recommending the VTC 5As.
That's you're totally right. Okay, so the VTC6 is 15 amps.
Yeah.
And these are
3,000
not the
model.
ones. Yeah, they're 3,000 mod. These are not the ones I ordered. The ones I ordered, the 5As.
Yeah, those are the mech mod ones.
Yeah, that's what
But
I was thinking.
I had heard somebody talking about 6s, so I had gotten confused. But
The sixes are great battery, but you use them in your regulated devices.
shit like the Rouleau and shit like that, you're gonna want these. But yeah, the 5As are the ones that you're gonna be wanting to use for your mech mods. But the VTC 6s are good, like we were just saying, for things like regulated devices. So
Yeah. I mean, if you're like me, and test of time, we all know, if you build stupid low, the Samsung 25R5s, because of their amp pulsing, 100 amp pulse for the first 4 pulses, 40 amp continuous after that, 2500 mAh battery, they're fantastic. And then for real stupid low builds or series builds, I definitely go with the HB4s. 60 amp continuous pulse until the battery is dead, but it is only 1500 mAh.
well, I have those fucking white ones too, the HE6s or whatever they're fucking called.
HE6s, right. It's the exact. It's pretty much the exact same battery, but the pulse rate on the white ones are a little less than 60 amp continuous.
Yeah, and those fuckers, they like have 1200 milliamp hour batteries too, so they drain super fast, but they do have a high amp rating, so those are always good.
Well, the great thing is I've used these two HB4s in my stack tube for 6 hours straight without it dropping all the way down to 3.6 volts.
Wow.
So
Another, just some on batteries. To simplify in the simplest terms, if your batteries don't say Sony, Samsung, or LG on them, don't buy them.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
That's it.
Don't buy rewraps.
And I think that most people already know, but if you don't know, go to places like IMR or iLumen, any of those reputable places. And like when we were talking to Mooch, he said, of course, there are going to be some things that make it through even big companies like that. But for the most part, you can go to a company like that and you can trust that what you're buying is what they're advertising. So,
Yeah.
So I had a couple other things maybe we could talk about really quick before we get off of here. Best places to buy online. Not batteries specifically, but just like a shop that's like, hey, I know that when I shop here, I'm going to get what I ordered, and I know that it's going to come in a quick, timely manner.
Well, if you're into the whole comp scenario and everything like that, always try and buy direct from the vendor. You know what I mean? Like if you Comp Life or any of their mods, anybody like that offers their own website, buy direct. Support their business directly. Out here, Vapology.com. My buddy Leon owns a shop. Absolutely kills it. As soon as the day that you place your order, it goes out same day unless unless the post office is closed. If not, it goes out next day. And he absolutely has everything that you can think of. You name it, he's got it.
No, I think that it's always nice if you know the people who are running shops. There's a few shops that I go to on a regular. Vapor DNA, Viper Vape, Vapor Beast. These are all shops. These are all shops that I know.
Optimus Trav.
We'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, right.
I think he's figured out what this means.
Yeah. I'll keep going. KidneyPuncher.com. I buy a lot from Kidney Puncher. Lightning Vapes for wire. Kidney Puncher for wire. Like I said, direct from the manufacturer. If they've got an online retail site themselves, that's the best bet usually.
No, absolutely. If you can buy a mod like or a device or even juice directly from the manufacturer, always do that.
And I was going to throw esig.com in there because I've had good luck with them and they only sell authentic products.
It's good.
Esigbarn.com. Mention Barn Brigade as a coupon code. Get 5% off of your juice total sale.
Domo Origato. Somebody's called me a robot, so it's like Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Anyways, like I was saying before I went all fucking Johnny Mnemonic on you guys, is that Vapor Beast. I know there's a couple people who have like a beef with Vapor Beast. I don't know why they say it's expensive. To me, it's always been like the cheapest place to find things because they have so many sales. And they have the deal of the day and shit. I love Vapor Beast. I go there every day just to check their sales. And then, like, if you want somewhere where you can get high-end stuff, and you might pay a little bit more, but you know you're going to get good service. It's like I was saying, was Vapor DNA, Viper Vape. There's one place called Vaping Art. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. That's like the only place you can get really super high-end shit, especially here in the States. Like they have the Squape, they have the fucking NX, they have the Origin, all the fancy shit.
Are they in the U.S.? I thought they were UK.
They might be from the UK,
France or something.
Yeah, they might be. You're right, but they have an English site, so.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay,
it might be European.
Let's do favorite Chinese vendor.
There's not even. It's not even a competition.
3F.
Yeah.
3F.
Yeah. I've got a running tab with 3F. I've only got 6 orders this week coming from them though.
There's a few places, like Fast Tech has a place in my heart because it was like one of the places that like I remember buying like a lot of shit when I first started, right? I don't buy from them ever anymore. And I don't recommend people buy from them because you never know what you're gonna get. It takes fucking forever. So go to 3F, it's so much better. Angel Cigs used to be good, but then their fucking shipping is twice as much as their products are, which is crazy. Heaven Gifts is a place I've never shopped from before. I have no experience with them, but they did send us some stuff to review. So I don't know. I know they exist now, you know, but that's as far as I can say. I have no idea about them. So
I would go to GearBest before I go to Fast Tech. That's just my opinion.
Don't go to GearBest.
Well, see, I agree. Don't go to GearBest, but I would never say go to Fast Tech.
No, and I say that. I say that totally 100% is that do not shop at Fast Tech. But I was just saying that, like, I have memories of, like, ordering 1,000 different things from Fast Tech for $20 and then waiting 6 months to get them and then having them all be junk. You know,
well, then that's the vape mail you forget about, and then you get a package the size of the state of Rhode Island, and
yes,
for days.
And 99% of the shit is junk, and it all falls apart, and you get it wet, and it fucking falls apart. So
that's been that's what I've found.
You know, but I think 3F. If you're gonna buy from fucking China, buy from 3F. They're good.
Yep.
And we're not saying that every product is gonna be a fucking banger. Because they're not, you know, they're not going to be all perfect, but they do have a pretty good track record compared.
Case in point. Case in point.
But compared to places like GearBest and compared to places like Fast Tech, they're leagues better than them. So
yeah, it's like it seems like Fast Tech gets the clones of clones.
Yes. Yes.
The stuff on 3F too, like the pricing on the actual authentic equipment is fucking bar none as well. So.
It's decent, yeah. They had the G-Priv, the new G-Priv touchscreen one, for very reasonably priced. Yeah.
Any of the Wismec stuff off of them?
Yeah.
God, I wouldn't even go to a shop to buy it. I'd buy it off of 3F because
I just bought it.
Still getting it from the manufacturer directly from them.
I just bought one from them not that long ago. I think the Neutrino. I'm still waiting to get it.
I always look for SXK brand over at 3F because that seems to be more high quality.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the SXK is, or whatever it is, XKX is the old Infinite company.
It is.
So Infinite, back in the day, they always made the best.
They were the best cloners.
Knockoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have something to talk about real quick, you guys. Don brought it up. It's in chat. I have mentioned this before. Now, don't get me wrong. Okay, so some of the products from this company I do like. And some of the people who they work with, I really respect. Like Aria. I think Aria built products can be very good. But Beyond Vape themselves, as a company that produces hardware and as a place that sells hardware, they suck. They suck. All right? They have the worst customer experience that I've ever had. I bought a $60 Mako RDA and the fucking one of the posts fell out. That shouldn't happen. I bought a tube mod from them, and the button fell apart. You know, that was a $90 mod. That shouldn't have happened. And then on top of all that, the shipping is fucking outrageous. And Dawn said that she. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll tell you. Okay. I'll say it afterwards.
Okay, so she said she chose to go to Beyond Vape to place her boyfriend's order, and it has been a shit experience. And yes, I am 100% with you. I think Beyond Vape, they get a pass in the community for some reason because they're like an American company and they have all authentics and they have the big no clone thing on the top, right? And so everybody kind of goes, yeah, Beyond Vape, they're all right. But in all reality, their products are shit. They just are shit, man.
Their customer service is bar none the absolute worst in the business.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, if you actually go to one of their actual retail stores, you know, it's a different fucking story.
It's a little different. Yeah.
Beyond Vape Boston, there's 2 locations up in Boston proper. And one of my buddies that I usually hang out in the Plumes of Hazard chat while the show's going on, he works at Beyond Vape Boston. And by far, when I was looking to get some addies from them, he was just like, yeah, as soon as they come in, I'll let you know. Boom, bang, boom, got them. Got up there, you know, because nobody else was carrying them in the area, and I didn't want to wait for shipping.
Hey, here's the thing. I don't want to hate Beyond Vape. I want to like Beyond Vape. It's like I want them to respond. I want somebody from Beyond Vape to see this video and to respond to it. Because guess what? We need more companies that have authentic products and that offer these services and that have online locations and in-person locations. And you know what? We don't have a lot of those. And so it's like Beyond Vape, I always wanted to like them, man. And I gave them so many chances, then. But like once you have a fucking a post fall out of an RDA, I've never even had that happen with clones. And this was a $60 authentic RDA and a fucking post fell out of it. That's fucking unacceptable, dude. Totally unacceptable. Yeah. And for a $90 mods button to straight fall apart and stop working, unacceptable. And so, and then like you try to send emails to get like some kind of assistance from them. Good luck. They're not even going to answer your fucking email, dude. And so, you know, it sucks because like they follow me on Instagram. They probably don't anymore if they ever see this. And they're always like liking my shit. And it's like, man, I want to like you guys so much. But give me a reason to, you know, just, I don't know. I just have had so many problems with Beyond Vape. And like I said, the Aria shit, I like Aria stuff. I got to use an Aria DNA 200 I thought was good. I've had a couple Aria RDAs that I thought were good. But Beyond Vape, it's beyond me. All right, well, you know.
Your hatred goes beyond.
Exactly. Well, it's about 8:30, so I guess we're gonna call it quits. I want to thank everybody who came and watched, and to everybody watching this after the live show, watching the replay. Where the fuck were you during the live show? That's what I want to know. You know what I mean?
Way to alienate them. Way to alienate them, Travis.
We get like 200 views on these videos, but then we get like 20 people watching during the live show. Come on, you motherfuckers. Where were you?
Step up. It's every Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. fucking Eastern. Let's do this.
You know, that's what it is we're actually on pretty late because most of the people who watch
I think I know. I think I have this figured out. You're trying to go up against zombies.
Oh, is it on right now?
Yeah.
I don't watch
Walking
I don't
Dead,
watch
dude.
I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV.
Walking
so.
Hold up. Walking Dead. Strawberry cupcake. You can find it at esigbarn.com.
Yeah, so I'm really out of the loop when it comes to like shit like that, like TV. I'm a cable cutter. I don't fucking have cable. I just use the internet. So.
Knocky!
Yeah, fucking hey! About time you showed up, motherfucker! God damn it!
It was asleep.
Fuck. All right.
You were speaking directly to him, weren't you?
I was. Where the fuck were you? All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I want to thank everybody on the panel. We always have a good time. I love hanging out with these guys. So, and I love hanging out with all you guys too. Don, you are amazing. Thanks for coming and blessing us with your presence. And that's it.
I'd like to say one thing. Watch my show on Tuesday night, Project Fog, on Gizzard Stew's channel.
Do that.
Yeah.
Any other promotion anybody else wants to do?
AdoreYouLiquids.com.
esigbarn.com, vapegirlvixens.com.
YetiWire.com. There it is.
I banged your mom.com.
Yeah. I fucked your mama.com. Peace out, everybody. Bye-bye.
Christopher Walken.
Love y'all.